Hi YouTube! So, on to my next card for my St. Patrick's Day pocket letter. And for that I will need my embossing folder. You don't have to, I just want to. And white cardstock, green cardstock, and a couple stickers. So, first thing, I'm gonna trace a card and then I want to emboss it. And this is gonna be the white one. So this is how the embossed piece looks like. I love it. I don't know. I think my big cake was the best investment I ever made. So I can emboss or die cut or whatever, and I just love it. And then I'm gonna cut a card from a green piece of paper. And now I will cut my white one slightly shorter, so I can see the green. So I cut it shorter, and I also used my die cuts to cut a bigger piece of green and a smaller piece of white. I'm not sure if I'm gonna need a little bit bigger than that, but the last time I did that, I saved all of the templates I made myself, so I would have a bigger template. I always save the templates I make myself, so I don't have to remake them over and over again. However, what I'm gonna do now is stick the white to the green one. And now I'm going to pick the sticker I want to go on the top. Now, because I want to use a bigger sticker, I decided to make bigger pieces of paper for here. So this is how it's going to go. And I'm gonna just stick this down so it's down already, and then there are so many stickers, it's so hard to choose. I wish I would have had less stickers. It would be much easier to choose. Somehow I do want to go with this one. It's gonna go over the paper, but I like it a lot. And I really want to go with that one. Those are the Dollar Tree stickers. And I think this one is just pretty. I had to figure out how to put it. I think that's perfect. You know, butter gold with a rainbow. So this looks pretty. I like it. I'm having fun here because I think it's going to turn out really good. So that's card number 2. Very quick and easy, and like I said, you don't have to emboss the paper, you can just use a white one. And the sticker, you can just cut another smaller piece of a green paper or make a template yourself. You know, you can just print one out from Google it, and then you can just print it and make a template. So did I before I got the die cuts. The die cuts are from the Wish app for $1, so, or spent $1 for that. I hope you had fun, and let me know if you enjoyed the videos. So, off to the next pocket letter card. And for that, I will be needing my embossing folder. I messed it up a little because I tried out some stuff and I couldn't take it off anymore. I might with alcohol or whatever, but it doesn't matter because it doesn't leave any spots, so I use it, and you can see that I use it. However, I embossed this. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. I will see if it looks good or not, but this was the closest to what I wanted to do, you know, the effect I wanted to see, but I'm gonna try. So I'm gonna just cut out the card. So it's a little bit harder to cut after you emboss, but I wanted to see exactly where it's gonna go. It has been 2 days since I was making the video. I had to stop because it was like in the middle of the night, and then everything here was just really stressful. So I don't remember where I stopped with my talking, but I'm sure I didn't craft more, except maybe for cutting this piece of paper. So I'm sorry guys if this is a little bit like confusing, but I think this is what I left off. That I had the card done. Now I put it on a piece of cardstock, so it's a little, it was too flimsy, you know, when I embossed it. However, I cut a small piece of yellow paper for here, for this part, and I also printed Happy St. Patrick's Day right here. Oh look, I have St. Patrick's Day already. I have like green nail polish for some reason, and I put some gold on it too. I don't know, I was just in the mood. However, I printed this and then I die cut it with the wish die. So now what I want to do is to cut an even smaller piece of white cardstock. And I will just trace this piece, and then I will cut it a little bit smaller. That's it. So just a tiny bit. I want to see a tiny bit of the yellow on there. So now I will take my embossed piece, and I will put the yellow piece like a little bit on the side, and I'm gonna see first how it's gonna look. Because I want this part to fit somewhere right here, so I'm gonna put it a little bit more sidewards, and I'm just gonna stick it down. So just like that, and now I have this piece left, and I need some hearts, so I'm gonna just use this piece and see if it works out. I have the, what you call it? Oh my god, I forgot. I forgot how you call it. However, I got this at Daiso, and it's a punch, because I was gonna say I'm gonna punch a couple hearts, and then oh yeah, it's a punch. You're right. So I will see how this works out, if it's good or not, but I will just punch some hearts out of this. Because I want to make shamrocks, I'm gonna need 7 of those. And now I will just kind of fold them a little bit in the middle, and I'm only going to stick like this part to the paper. I'm gonna leave this one up. I don't know, in the pocket letter it might go down, but I still want a little bit of dimension with that. So I will just stick them down right here. I want to try and make 2 shamrocks. So I'm gonna use a glue dot. So I think it's the easiest way. I will just cut it again, because I don't need like such a huge piece. So I'm gonna take like 1/4 of a glue dot. because that's all I will need for this one. And then, like I said, I will fold them just a little bit and then stick this end to the glue dot. Trying to make a shamrock here. Well, that turned out pretty good. I like it. So this is one, and then I want to make one on the bottom, but I still want to see if, like, where I'm gonna put my Happy St. Patrick's Day, like about here, so I can see where to put the second shamrock. And I will just use another 1/4 of the glue dot for that. So those are the two, and I will draw 2 stems for that, and I want them to meet here on the bottom, and I will use my gel pen again. Now I need some ribbon. I want to tie a bow right here, and I'm still organizing the room. I don't know, I'm just not finishing it for some reason, because things are happening. It's life, right? So, however, I wanted to try something out. I wanted to see if it will work for me, so I took a shoe box and put all my ribbon in there. So I want to see if this works for me. I've seen it so many times, but just as an idea. So I'm gonna take a piece of green ribbon, a thin piece I would say, and I'll just tie a knot. So I decided to go with a thicker ribbon here, because this one looked just kind of too thin for me. So I took this one. And once again, I will just use a piece of the glue dot and glue it down. I think it holds up best, I don't know. So this is it so far. It's all green. Now I'm almost done. All I need to do is, I need some bling for that right here, and then I want to glue this one on it as well. So like I said, I just printed it on my computer with green ink, and I wanted to stand up a little. So when I was decorating my planner, I had the stickers, the owl stickers from the Dollar Tree. You know, they would come in those things, but it's too thick for my planner. It makes it bulky, so I would cut it off. But I kept it because I figured I can use it here, right? So if I want to stick something down and I want some dimension, I can use it. So that's what I did. I'm gonna do it right here. Now I'm gonna take 2 Dollar Tree gems and just put them on here for some bling. And we cover up the middle, which is not very nice looking. This is it. The card is done. And this is how it looks like. Pretty easy. You can just use normal paper. It doesn't have to be embossed. I mean, I got the folder, so I'm playing around with that. And I tried to not to make it look like a tree, but still get something into it. So, yes. Well, I hope you enjoyed this one. I certainly do. I don't know. I never celebrated St. Patrick's, like I said, but I'm going to this year because I'm totally into St. Patrick's right now. I don't know. I have so much fun. I will have one more St. Patrick's DIY, but because it was raining so much, the branches I got, they are just very wet, so I have to leave them out to dry. And since it's like moist outside, takes a little bit, so maybe tomorrow or the day after tomorrow I will be showing you one more DIY. But for now, this is it. Those are the 2 cards we made, and I think it's looking good so far. So it is going to turn out pretty. The only thing I don't know is I want to make my shaker pocket, and I have no idea for that yet. Maybe I will get an idea, or I will just make card for everything. However, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you try to craft, because it's so much fun. But for myself, I know that I was watching crafting videos for years before I crafted something. So if you just watch the video like for your enjoyment, I guess, so that's cool. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up, comment, I love it. And oh yes, I opened a P.O box because a couple people asked me if we can swap pocket letters. So, and I don't feel very well to giving my address on YouTube, kind of, I don't know. However, I went there and it's $5 a month, so it's not too much. And I opened a P.O box, and I will put the address down in the description, and I will contact the people who asked me to swap a pocket letter with them. I would love to. I mean, I love the pocket letters. The only thing, or the only downside, is that my room is messed up after that, but that's alright, I can clean it up. Alright, I talk too much. So I see you for my next card and for my next DIY. I hope you had a good day. Bye bye.